Hello class, it's me Sir Michael and welcome back to my channel at ngayon narito na naman tayo para sa isa na namang video tutorials sa mga lessons ng mathematics. So para sa video na to, ang pag-uusapan natin is solving quadratic equation by extracting the square root. So this video is intended for those grade 9 students. Ano po? So ito po yung isang way kung paano tayo mag-solve ng quadratic equation. And itong method na to ay syempre magagamit lang natin kapag ang ating mga quadratic equation ay merong certain form. Ano po? So ano po ba yung sinasabi kong certain form? So let's start with the example. So in order for us to solve a quadratic equation using extracting the square root, the equation must be in the form x squared equals c. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan yung nasa left side is yung term na mayroong square and yung nasa kabilang side naman or sa right side of the equation must be a constant or number lang. Ano po? So, dito natin pwedeng gamitin yung extracting the square root. So, let us try to solve the given examples. Number 1. So, given we have x squared equals 169. So, how are we going to solve this using extracting the square root? So, kung mapapansin nyo, yung given natin is nasa form siya ng x squared equals c. Kasi, yung nasa left side ay yung may square at yung nasa right side is a constant or number which is 169. So, in order for us to solve this, kunin lang natin yung square root ng both side. So, getting the square root of both side, we will come up with, so cancel yung square root, and then squared, so we have x is equal to, then the square root of 169, in determining the square root, the answer is always positive and negative. So meron tayong dalawa palaging sagot, yung isa positive and yung isa negative. So the square root of 169 is 13. So that means our value or the solution of the quadratic equation is x equals 13 and x equals negative 13. So that is our solution for the first given. Next example is number 2. So we have 9b squared equals 25. Now in this case, kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayong katabing numerical coefficient dito sa b squared. So kailangan tanggalin muna natin yung 9 sa tabi ng b squared bago tayo mag-extract ng square root. And in order for us to do that, syempre divide lang natin both side by 9. So, cancel yung 9. We have b squared is equal to 25 over 9. So, napunta na tayo dito sa form natin na x squared equals c. Pwede na natin gawin yung extracting the square root by taking the square root of both sides. So, we have cancel yung squared. Square root squared. So, we have b is equal to the positive and negative square root of 25 over 9. So, yung 25 over 9, pwede po natin siyang gawing remember the quotient, the law of radicals. So, yung square root of a over b can be written as the square root of a over the square root of b. So, pwede natin gawin yung square root of 25 over square root of 9. And it will come up with 5 over 3. So, that means our answer is positive negative 5 over 3. So, the solution of the equation is b is equal to 5 over 3 and b is equal to negative 5 over 3. So these are the solution of the second equation. Now for the third example, we have 3y minus 1 squared is equal to 0. Now as you can see, hindi siya naka-form na x squared, but in the given example, mapapansin nyo, may parenthesis siya. Ibig sabihin, it is considered as one term. So, pwede nating i-direct yun, extracting the square root. Kapag ganito yung given, pwede nyo na siyang i-direct sa extracting the square root. Kasi, nasa loob naman siya ng parenthesis at siya yung naka-squared. So, pwede po yun. Okay? So, getting the square root of both sides, we have the square root. And then, cancel yung squared. And then, yung square root. Then, ang matitira dito is 3y minus 1 is equal to the square root of 0. That means it is 0. And then, kailangan natin isolve yung y. Lipat lang natin yung negative 1 on the other side. So, we just add positive 1 on both sides. So, makakancel na to. So, we have 3y equals positive 1. Then, dividing both sides by 3. And we have the solution. 1 over 3. So that means our solution on the third example is 1 over 3. Okay? So that is how you get the square root or the solution of the quadratic equation using the extracting the square root. So tandaan nyo lang na kapag ka magsosolve kayo ng quadratic equation na gagamitan yung extracting the square root, make it sure that the equation is in the form x squared is equal to c. Or yung nasa left side is my squared and then yung nasa right side naman is a constant or a number. Okay? Let us proceed. So we have here another set of examples. So for this given, I want you to try answering these two examples. So what are you going to do is pause the video and then answer this problem. Okay, so solving for the solution of the given quadratic equations. So the first one is x minus 2 squared is equal to 16. So as you can see, halos parehas lang siya ng example number 3 natin. Although meron tayo ditong x minus 2, but still, it is considered as one term since nasa loob siya nung parenthesis at siya yung naka-squared. So pwede na natin gawin yung extracting the square root. So extracting the square root, cancel lang yung squared and then yung square root. So we will have x minus 2 is equal to, the positive and negative square root of 16 is 4. And then, kailangan masolve natin yung x, ililipat natin yung negative 2 on the other side, and for that, we just need to add positive 2 on both sides. Sorry. So, plus 2. So, we have x is equal to, cancel na to. So, 2 plus or minus 4. Hindi pa natin siya pwedeng pagsamahin kasi dalawa pa yung given natin dito. It's positive 4 and negative 4. So, paghihiwalay natin siya para makuha natin yung solution. So, what will happen is that it will become x is equal to 2 plus 4 and x is equal to 2 minus 4. Therefore, our solutions are x is equal to 6 and x is equal to negative 2. Tama po ba yung mga naging sagot ninyo? And then for the last example, we have 2 times t minus 3 squared minus 72 is equal to 0. So as you can see, kailangan muna natin siyang gawing in the form of x squared is equal to c. So what are we going to do is we need to move negative 72 on the other side. And doing that, we just need to add 72 on both sides. So it will result to 2 times t minus 3 squared, so cancel na to, is equal to 72. And then, kung mapapansin nyo, meron pa tayong 2 sa tabi noong t minus 3 squared. So, we need to get rid of that. And for us to do that, divide lang natin siya both sides. Cancel po natin yan. So, we have t minus 3 squared is equal to 72 divided by 2 is 36. And then, nagpunta na tayo dito sa ating original form or yung ating kailangang form na x squared is equal to c. Then, getting the square root of both sides, we have t minus 3 is equal to the positive negative square root of 36 is 6. Then, solve natin. So, that means, add tayo ng 3, both sides, para maging t is equal to, cancel na to, 3 plus or minus 6. So, same po dito sa ating unang example, meron tayong dalawang sagot dito kasi isang positive at isang negative. So, paghihiwalayin lang natin siya. Dito ko na lang po siya ilalagay sa ating given. So, the first one is t is equal to 3 plus 6. So, that means t is equal to 9. And we also have t is equal to 3 minus 6 and that is negative 3. So, therefore, the solutions are t is equal to 9 and t is equal to negative 3. And that is how to solve quadratic equation using extracting the square root. Thank you.